I disagree with you on specs and think talents would be better, similar to mob WoW talents. The reason I say talents are bad, because talents are very difficult to. Like we're either gonna get like very bland talents, you know, that just like essentially do the same rotation but just give from one skill and give it to the other in terms of potency, but nothing too exciting. Because our game just doesn't function like that. I'm not saying that it's because of the design or anything. It's just like our game just doesn't function like that. Unfortunately, it's gonna cause more problems rather than just like giving us a job based similar on what we already got to give us more options. I'm not like talent systems are always fun. I play Path of Exile, play Diablo, I play League for fuck's sake. I play WoW. I understand the joy of talents, but sometimes like a good example is like World of Warcraft. If you played during BFA, do you remember that one patch where for a short while, Resto Shamans were the top DPS because the talents were so fucking poorly balanced. Shaman, Resto was doing more DPS than a rogue, warlock, mage, because the talents fucking dictated so for a short while. Like there was like a good month of a patch where everyone would bring a shaman resto just for the damage and not for the SLT or anything else. So like I would rather just have the same job, just a different variant of it, and possibly in a different role. You know what I mean? That would give us a variety at least. So you can still like be a black mage main, but you're a different black mage. Tenchi Jin, for example, make a talent that makes it mobile, and the other making the old standstill version with more damage. People are just gonna take the more damage. It's just gonna create metas. Whatever's gonna do the most damage. Some people might at first do that, but then they're just gonna be told, just do this. Because Fortuna is just built like that, unfortunately. Because we have a static like 2-minute rotation with plants on burst. What does more damage? That. But like, just to clarify, like I don't think it's a bad idea. I just think it doesn't function in our game. Oh my god, I just got eaten by Venom. He hit my ass. Till they die and deal 25% less damage. Yeah. You're basically turning ninjas into black mage players. And we already have a whole debate about that. One would be more for proc and the other for job mastery. That could be an idea. Or just actually make two specs. One does that. One is a more mobile ninja. The other one is... Actually, one is a ninja with more bursts and more damage. The other one is like assassin or thief that relies more on mobility and just movement. Replace Tenchi with like more fantasy-like abilities. Instead of Raiton, you just shoot a pistol or something. I don't know. That should be the option. Like even with summoners, like I would like to keep the simple rotation, but give skill expression through extra passives that we would get from the primals. Because people, like, you're not the first one to suggest that it's because of like the amount of debuffs we would put on the bosses, because we had that problem in top. But like instead of dots, shut the fuck chat Twitch chat. You guys can shut the fuck up for 2 seconds. I know I'm silver, but instead of debuffs, what about buffs? For every primal you summon, you apply a buff that changes some of the abilities. They already function like that for Phoenix and Bahamut. Technically for every other primal, but they just have single target and AoE. That's it. And one signature ability. Why not give extra effects? If you're Titan, you can apply your Aegis on someone else, for example. It gives you the opportunity to put it on someone else. And if, while the shield lasts, while they're being autoed, you return a bit of damage, like Vengeance, right? That could be neat. If you're Garuda, you know the slipstream that you put down, the little AoE? What if it gives a bit of move speed or a bit of extra damage for people who are standing in it? So instead of it on target, you can place it as well. A bit more smart. That could work too. And as well as like the earliest suggestion you made, while you summon those primals, what if they do for a duration a dot-like rotation and do damage? That would be cash money. Obviously, it would need to not be a dot, otherwise people would just stack haste just to optimize the damage on them. We don't want that. That would be silly. That would be goofy even. Same thing, like, I think should be done with black mages. I understand people don't want the more simple rotation, but I think a simple baseline combined with skill expression, additional OGCDs and whatnot. Like, I think a good philosophy for a class, especially one that's like as iconic as Black Mage, it shouldn't be that it's annoying as fuck to play and annoying as fuck to be good at. It should be that it's fun to play, and it has potential for both casual mid-core players as well as skill expression through optimization and mid-maxing. That would be like a good job. Obviously, like, we have enough jobs and we need to like figure out, you know, job expression and fantasy and identity. Whatever the fuck else our people are complaining. Another job that I would probably change I would upgrade Scholar. Like 100%. Energy Drain needs to fuck off. I instead of giving us Energy Drain, what Dissipation should do is lock 3 Aetheroid stacks, give us like 3 on top of the ones I got, so it doesn't override them. And I can use the empowered stacks to empower either defensive, well, not defensive, that would be a bit busted, but empower, for example, fairy abilities, or damage. Let's say I get an empowered dot that lasts a minute. Boom. Now I don't have to waste like 2 Aether Flow stacks on fucking Energy Drain for 200 potency. Fuck that, right? Like, remove Recitation. Or Recitation does that. It locks 1 Aether Flow stack. Dissipation locks 3. Boom. Fucking genius. That's the more I think about it, that's actually a really good fucking idea. Let's see if Picto's still out damaging everyone. Probably will. Unnerfed Expedient for Aether Flow. I like Expedient. I understand why they nerfed it. But yeah, like, same with Seraph. Like, Seraphism, what I believe should do, Seraphism should be a combo to Seraph. Instead of turning you into a pretty little angel, what I think Seraphism should be a combo for Seraph. You use it, and Seraph turns into something that can be considered an extra person. They either copy your healing abilities for a short duration, or they can also count as an extra player. For example, stacks. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things I would love to improve. Also, thank you for your same takes on the recent criticisms. I'm tired of people recycling the same pain points and over again. All good, all good. I do what I can. I want the game to do better, but I'm so tired of all these fucking videos of like just complaining, but not a single fucking suggestion. Like, what do you want to what do you want to do? No idea, but I don't like it. Okay, cool. You know, anything else, Your Majesty? Anything else you want with your eggs, Your Majesty? It's like, at some point, like, I understand, at some point you want to clickbait, you want a drama, or you're genuinely, like, unhappy. But at this point, the trend needs to fucking stop. Like, we're either there and happy, or we're so fucking stupid that we cannot come up with a suggestion. Like, at some point, we're just gonna become, like, the results of our own environment. You know what I mean? If we keep filling up the community with so much negativity, that's what it's gonna be. World of Warcraft have been struggling with that for ages because their whole game is based on race war. Now that they're trying to combine servers for guilds, they make every race play together, their balancing is kind of short, it's like slowly actually healing people. Like, the content loop is more or less still the same there. I say loop, they're not really as loopy as we are, but people are less negative about like balancing or raid balance. You know what I mean? Like, just the community itself started kind of working on, like, giving actual feedback. Like, they have names like Preach, for example. Preach always, like, talks about things and offers solutions, suggestions. He's a consultant for a lot of companies. Outside of his funny YouTube channel, he also consults people in RPGs and their games. Because he's a very prominent name at this point. They got those names. Like, you know what I miss? I miss good news. I miss when someone is like making a video. Wow, I'm very excited and celebrating. Like, I watched Cole's video on 7.2 Live Letter. Cole, who, like, I get tired of listening to Cole specifically for like Cole's videos will always like include something about his ex-husband or some like other depressing shit, right? But like Cole did the 7 point. Oh fucking melee, bitch! Oh no, never mind. He has a metal arm. He beat the shit out of me. Like Cole read the live letter, made a TLDR, and he was actually, you know, I'm actually excited for this. I'm like, fuck yeah, he's not talking about his ex-husband or anything. Positive content. Good on you, Cole. Like, I criticize Cole a lot, but that one video, I love it. Recap of live letter and said that he'll like it. Good notes, good energy. Fucking love that shit. We need more of that. I very rarely watch Cole nowadays. We have a bold problem solver. Yep. Like, we have Xeno. But Xeno is like, you know, not very corporate friendly. He doesn't exactly get sponsors, does he? We have, like, I mean, technically we got Quasi and Arthas, which is really good. We used to have Frosty, but Frosty kind of lost his fucking mind at some point. What happened to Frosty? Like, he used to be chill, but then he started streaming and trying to stream full time, and he turned into an asshole. He started shaming people, like, in Party Finder. That's how I got into feud with him. He put me on Twitter. Then when I responded and people agreed with me, he called me a fucking idiot for 2 weeks, including on his podcast. I used to like Frosty. I respect him. He still put a lot of work into like his own legacy in the community. But Jesus fucking Christ, he became so depressing to listen to. You know, you like a content creator, and one bad interaction is just gonna fucking sour everything for you.